Hey, what's up? Welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I am Tyler. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tonight we've got a beer from Left Hand Brewing Company. But before we get into it, just wanted to encourage you to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. So yeah, this one should be fun. This is a beer from Left Hand, like I mentioned. This is their Black Forest Nitro Cherry Chocolate Stout. So this one should be fun. Haven't done a Nitro beer in a while. This one's 7.7%. Alcohol by volume, 28 IBUs. And anything else on here? So it says super smooth and sinful with black cherries and cacao nibs. Cake me home. From our hand to yours. Stout with black cherries and cacao nibs added. Cherry naughty. Just a bunch of stuff going on. Pretty cool label though. I like it. So yeah, this one I'm actually looking forward to. For one reason is we get to pour it hard. If anybody knows what that means. I'm ready to pour this thing hard though. So what we're going to do is crack this thing open and we're just going to tip it, all the way upside down. We'll show you here. You hear that? Here we go. Just tilt it all the way up. Let it go. It has a little nitrogen, like basically igniter type of, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but in the bottom of the can there's like a little, I guess it basically sets up the nitro to like go off or whatever. I don't know what to word it, but check it out. Let's watch it. So this is what you do with nitro. You can just pour it like completely hard and it will not overflow, and then you can watch that head basically create itself there. Love watching that. It's just cool for whatever reason. So if you're not familiar, this is carbonated with nitro or nitrogen, I guess I should say. I don't know if it's a different form of nitrogen. I don't know if it's like one of the other versions. I probably should have known beforehand, but so instead of CO2 it's got nitrogen for the carb. Guinness, if you've had Guinness, this is how they carb that beer. It's a nitro beer, and basically, look how creamy that head looks. The nitro just gives these beers just an extremely soft, just velvety smooth, creamy body. So there it is. It's about the final touch of it. So appearance-wise, it's completely black except for around the edges here. I can see it's like a little bit of like a ruby type of color. And then the head is like I don't know, it almost reminds me of like ice cream. It's very, very frothy, about a finger's worth. Really tight bubbles, and then some sudsy, medium-sized ones around the edges there. So, looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and shove our nose in it and see what's got in store. Okay. Yeah, not getting a whole lot of cherry. It's there, but in a very subtle way. I'm getting like some milk chocolate. Probably a little bit of like a roasty dark chocolate as well. A little bit of roasted malt. Maybe some chocolate malt. Yeah, I guess you could say like a little dark fruit, a little cherry, a little bit of like a plum or something, a raisin maybe. Smells really nice, but it's very muted in a way. Like it's not super explosive on the nose, but it does smell quite nice. It just smells like your standard stout with like a hint of cherry. Yeah, so it smells. That's about it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Cheers. Okay, not bad. Yeah, not bad. If you've had Left Hand Brewing's Milk Stout, I feel like this is very, very similar to that. Like it's not the most, it's not the most cherry forward stout that I've had. With that being said, very easy to drink. It's very soft, very creamy mouthfeel. It's got just a hint of chocolate to it. Little hint of like a roasted malt. Almost a hint of coffee, but they're not using coffee in this that I know of. And I don't know. I'm assuming they're using lactose in here. Contains wheat. Now, it doesn't mention lactose, so maybe not. Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, flaked oats, malted wheat, black cherries, cacao nibs, hops, yeast. So, okay. I guess, yeah, I guess there's no lactose in here. At least they're not mentioning it. I guess it's just the nitro that's lending all of the body to this beer. Yeah, medium bodied. Maybe on the higher side of medium. But, I don't know. It just seems like it's lacking a bit in a way. There's not, I don't know, like it just feels like it's missing something. Which it may be the cherry. I'm really not getting much cherry. If anything, it's coming across almost like, I was going to say cherry grenadine, but I don't know if that would be the right word or not, because it's not, like if you didn't tell me that there was cherry in here, I think I would have a hard time coming up with that. It's very, very subtle. But it does have a nice, like, chocolatey type of milk chocolatey type of vibe to it. The mouthfeel, I think, is what's making this, better than what I would normally give this beer if it weren't for it being nitro. But there's just not a whole lot going on. It's very, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but it's not very complex. There's not a whole lot of different things going on. It's really just that, like, medium plus body with, like, a little bit of milk chocolate, a hint of cherry, a very tiny bitterness, and then a little bit of, like, a roasty note on the back. And that's pretty much this beer in a nutshell. So, yeah, it's fine. There's not, like I said, it's just, I wish there was a little more to it. Maybe a little bit more chocolate, a little bit more cherry. If that was the case, I think it, might be in business there. As it's warming, I mean, you get a little more cherry, but just, I don't know. It could use some more if they're going to just, label it as a cherry chocolate stout. You could have just told me this was a nitro chocolate stout, and I wouldn't have argued with you at all. But anyway, I think that kind of says it all for this one. Decent stuff. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Would I advise you to seek it out? Probably not. But with that being said, I'll sit down. I'll enjoy it while I watch some basketball or whatever I'm going to do after this review. But as far as a rating goes, I think I would sit this somewhere, I don't know, 3.3, somewhere around there. It's drinkable. It's not bad. It's just not delivering like I was hoping. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the review. Let me know if you've had this one. I'm interested to see if people think the same thing about it as me. But yeah, also if you like the video, leave a like, comment, and a subscription. That would be great. So yeah, I think that covers everything. So until next time, cheers.